Danny Phantom, the ultimate enemy. A lost game for obvious reasons. Licensed games are usually the ones that get lost. To be honest about that, there's really no questioning it. But yeah, Danny Phantom was one of my favorites when I was slightly younger. I don't think it's that old, but it is certainly something that, well, I think people remember it. But, I don't know. I mean, the game based on the show definitely is the one I see brought up a lot. And I actually enjoyed it when I was younger. It's one you'll probably never see re-released again. So let's take a look at the lost game, Danny Phantom, the ultimate enemy. Oh, I used to call me that just because it's easy. Amity Park, 10 years from now, the future world is in ruins. The powerful ghost shield built to protect the city was able to hold off the ghost invasion for a while, until... Ha 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 ha! Did you think the shield would keep me out forever? I was able to break the shield with my latest ghost power. You start off playing as Dan Phantom, which is an interesting way to start off a Game Boy game. Dan, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, is sort of the main character's evil alter ego from the future. Which is a very superhero concept, but they kind of made it work. Because the Ultimate Enemy movie was probably one of my favorite cartoon-based movies of all time. It just had a lot going for it. It was a lot of fun. It was very dramatic. The characters were well explored. I actually don't remember this being a beat-em-up. Apparently I don't remember this game very well. I thought it was like a space shooter kind of thing. I guess it's maybe both? That or I just flat out don't remember it at all. That's possible. Alright, that was level 1. Took 1 minute. Go! What is going on? The ghost shield can't be broken. Hello, Valerie. Like the new power? I call it my ghostly wail. Dan Phantom. And goodbye. Just punch the crap out of her. It's actually interesting. The character even kind of controls how a boss might. He has the invincibility frames and the recovery time. Okay, now it's stage 2. 24 seconds this time. Alright. This older Danny Phantom will take over Amity Park in the future. He has become very powerful. He has become too powerful. Danny will become a threat to us all. We must stop this from happening. I can see a different future for Danny Phantom. I will make sure he never becomes evil. Meanwhile, at Casper High, tomorrow is the CAT exam. I need to get home and study. Danny, I don't know where they came from, but the school's filled with ghosts. Danny, we all know you are going to grow up to be a ghost hunter. A ghost hunter isn't a real career path. Alright, now we're playing as the real thing. I don't know what those red things are. You have eye lasers for some reason. I don't remember ever doing that in the show. Oh! Must be that gadget thing I picked up. Well, okay. We got power-ups. We got all the normal stuff. You have a dash. Which is kinda cool. Defense up. Alright, you have stat upgrades. Yeah, I never said it was like a trend-setting or amazing game. But for what it is, a Game Boy tie-in to a made-for-TV movie, it's actually not bad. And it's the only Danny Phantom game I can think of. The only dedicated one, I think. I know he's appeared in other games, but it's always mixed with other more popular characters. It's the only one I can think of that's just Danny Phantom. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. There could be others. And that's not the level. The levels are nice and short. I'll definitely say that. A lot of games like this try to make themselves super long. Just drag everything out with huge waves of enemies. Dozens of waves in one room. And no, just be a short little fun game. Or you can be a long, boring, big game. I mean, that's an option, I guess. But please don't. Nobody wants that. If you're gonna be long, be a good long game. If you can't be a good long game for whatever reason, then don't be a long game. It's not a hard game either, as you could probably imagine. Being based on a Nicktoon. Ah! Power-ups. Defense up. Oh, that's offense up. Nah, the best defense is a good offense anyway, so same thing. You're killing stuff a lot faster now. I'm pretty sure you're actually invincible when you're sprinting like that. Hence why you're intangible. Well, technically you're invisible, but the show kind of considered them the same thing. And he was invisible, he was intangible. Not exactly logic, but... Level up! 1 to 2. I didn't remember there being levels. New special abilities. Flying kick. Ah. During a jump, press the control pad down and the B button. So this game had a lot more to it than I remember. Alright. Of course, being a ghost, you can still go through walls. Oh, that guy. Yeah, that level was 52 seconds. Nice and short. Definitely a mobile game. So I don't remember if I said it, but this was on the Game Boy Advance. And yes, this is an original cartridge I bought at the time. Because I was such a big Danny Phantom fan. Said, hey, Danny Phantom game, let's try it. And I didn't regret it. Again, I won't say it was a masterpiece. It was a nice little Danny Phantom game. I wonder if the stat upgrades are permanent. Probably not, considering it's blinking. The Fenton baseball bat. I actually don't know what that is. Oh, it's actually a freaking sword. Okay. Yeah, I totally don't remember this game, apparently. I remember it being a space shooter. Am I completely misremembering it? Or is there, like, levels like that later? I don't know at this point. That's actually too funny. It has been so long that even the genre of the game faded from my memory. That's pretty amazing. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Was there another Danny Phantom game like that? I'll have to look through my collection again. Maybe there was. Level up! New special abilities. Plasma Wave. Press the control pad down and the R button. Alright. I'm never going to have time to study with all these ghosts around. Danny, what are you doing? You should really be studying if you want to pass your CAT. Okay, I get it. You're brilliant and I'm stupid and I'll never be able to get as high a score on my SAT. I'll never be able to get as high a score on my CAT as you did. And that's Ghost Breath, for those of you who aren't familiar with the show. Jazz, get out of my room. I think I sense something weird. There's something in the house. Okay, I don't want to hear about it. Ha 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 ha. Studying will have to wait. The ghost phases through the wall outside and Danny follows her. I like to imagine that Danny's actually narrating his own actions. The ghost phases through the wall. And I, Danny Phantom, follow after her. Aha! I wasn't wrong! Or not entirely wrong. There's totally a shooter element to this. Which is actually interesting. You don't see many, like, kids licensed games with multiple genres like this. Ah, they got me. Box Lunch was actually one of the weirder creations in the show. It was at that point, because originally Danny Phantom was about ghosts and Danny was constantly, like, finding out who they were when they were alive and how to get rid of them. This was about the point where they gave up on the dead people idea for the ghosts and just sort of made them an other dimensional race. Because she is the daughter of two ghosts, so there's really no room for declaring them all dead people at that point, despite the fact that they had done that earlier in the series. Who are you? I am Box Lunch, daughter of the Box Ghost and the Lunch Lady. Ew, that's just gross. Prepare to taste defeat. Maybe you would like a nice side salad with that? I think I'll pass. Time to beat the crap out of a little girl. Oh. My power's not working. Is that R, right? For my plasma wave? Oh. I can select different powers. Okay. Not sure how to use it. Yeah, I'm using an SNES controller, so I'm not entirely sure how they translate to the Game Boy Advance. I know I've said it in other videos, but I am playing this on a Retron 5 from Hyperkin, which is actually doing a pretty good job emulating the GameBoy Advance. I just can't figure out the controls. Probably should have looked it up. I was able to get rid of box lunch, but the fight caused the Nasty Burger sauce to explode. Looks like the new sauce is unstable. Danny, are you okay? That was some explosion. I'm totally covered in sauce. Wow, look what I found. A strange medallion. Tucker, check it out. Danny, there's something stuck on your back. It's the CAT exam answer sheet. There, he found the test answers we planted. He will surely cheat on the test, and when he does, his future will be changed, and he will become evil. We don't know that for sure. He has also found the time immunity medallion that was on box lunch. That is rather unfortunate. Maybe take a look at that medallion. Looks almost as if it were futuristic. This thing doesn't look like it's from here. So Danny, what about the CAT exam answers that we found? You're not thinking about looking at the test answers, are you? Why shouldn't I open this up and study the answers? Ha 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 ha! I'm going to follow that ghost. Tucker, Sam, see what you can do about that medallion. Alright, time to ghost up. I can't remember if that was the thing he said. It has been a long time since I've watched this show. I really should watch it again. I was such a huge fan in the day. Oh, there the ghost. Come on, game. Don't start just throwing huge waves at me now. Keep the levels short and sweet. You're that kind of game. You don't need to try and pad yourself out. You don't need to be big. You're just a little mobile game. There we go. 53 seconds on that one. Near the Nasty Burger. Who are you supposed to be? I am SkulkTech 9.9, the future Ghost World's greatest hunter. If it's Skulker we are up against, I can hack into him with my PDA. Thanks, Tucker. SkulkTech 9.9, better prepare yourself. Rats, can't control my body. What are you doing? Let's get out of here. They didn't even introduce Technus. Poor guy. Guess he wasn't the important part. And we have the Ghost Pizza Cutter. That's actually kind of a cool weapon. I like that. Just bounces all over the place. Alright. Just need to figure out how to use my powers. It said down in R. Okay, that's that. Down in R is still that. Alright, I'm on the beam. Down in R does absolutely nothing. That's... Oh! Don't I... Oh, I think I get it. I think I remember how this works now. The game's done kind of a terrible job of introducing concepts. So I think... Yeah, I have to suck up the ghost goop. And I think I can use it to power special moves. I think that's how it works. I could be completely off base here. fact that actually seems overcomplicated for a game like this. Especially with levels this short. See, that one was 1:30. World 3. I almost fell down. I don't know if there's a consequence for falling down. I mean, I can fly, so there really shouldn't be. I don't even know why I'm walking right now. Because video games, I guess. Kind of like how Superman just walks through the streets punching people. Not because he needs to, but because it's a video game. There we go. Going! Those gaps are getting bigger. But we made it. 1:30 this time. World 3. 2, 3. Alright, now we're starting to build up some ecto goop. Alright, so at this point, I should be able to. Alright. Now I can scoop up the goop. So I don't have to hit down in R. R doesn't do anything else. You have to just hit R. I can just hit R. Why did it tell me to hit down? Okay, I don't have to keep it held. That's good. I can just do that. Alright. Now, what does this other one do? Alright, that just straight up turns you invincible. Okay. It's not bad. Not amazing. Defense up. There we go. Hey, my power's not working. Do I not have enough ecto goop? I'm pretty sure I had less than that before. There we go. So that's an option. You don't really need to, but it does speed things up. That was getting longer though. Oh, that was different. So is the shockwave one just when I hit down? Because that would kind of make sense. If I don't hit down, it's just the straight beam. Alright, I'm getting the hang of this. 2 minutes that time. Level up! New special abilities. Offense, +1. That's not really an ability game, sorry. Boost attack power. You don't say! I wouldn't be able to tell. Time to use the pummeler. It has no effect on you in the future, but it will work on you now. The future? What are you two talking about? The fight against Skulk Tech 9.9. Pretty much the same as everything else. Oh! Okay, I know I can avoid that. There we go. Use those ghost powers, Danny. I don't think a dodge roll has ever made more sense than it does here. He's literally a ghost. Ah. The bad part is there's no actual dash button. You have to hit forward, forward. There's no other way to do it. I mean, it was made for a Game Boy Advance. There are only so many buttons, but it is pretty inconvenient. Awesome, Danny. You trashed that oversized ghost. Thanks to you. Look, Danny. Skulltech 9.9 has a medallion, too. So, Box Lunch and Skulltech 9.9 are ghosts from the future. It must be the medallions. They are allowing these ghosts to travel through time. Oh, I see. When the ghosts lost their medallions, they were sent back to their own time. That's why they disappeared. They have defeated Skulltech 9.9. And now they are using the power of the time medallions to travel here. We have no choice but to stop Danny ourselves. Now. Inside Clockwork's lair. Where are we? I don't know. The Ghost Zone, I think. But no part of the Ghost Zone I've ever seen. You were transported here when we put the medallions on. You guys wait here while I check this place out. Okay, come on, Sam. Let's see what we can find out. Alright. Fenton Thermos. Hey, I'm killing stuff faster. I actually go a lot faster. So that upgrade was actually pretty good. It's not just for show. Ugh. Don't run into pits, even for power-ups. It does not end well. Hey, it's a different power-up, so they're random. That's interesting. Still can't run into the pit. That's interesting. Really? So is that just always going to be right there, taunting me? Hey, he was wearing the glasses for a second there. Yeah, I actually think there was another Danny Phantom game that was a dedicated shooter. Horizontal shooter. In the style of like Ikaruga or something. It even had the polarity switching gimmick. So there must have been at least 2 Danny Phantom games. That or I'm completely misremembering something. There we go. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there for now. We will continue Danny Phantom the next time. Later.